Alright, yemo kwa bebiem Emra Sports Link Ghana so brana sa sonsi atena se na yede agudie mu nsem a yabobo no yede be somo ewo afidikese we so na one Blasters player major transfer eko ede ama abronte no na baby a okon eye Premier League side eye Manchester United na already medical de sa abronte we hu komo edi abro se Spanish Giants eye Roberts for ebai se enka abronte Emra na omebo adwuma emfama wo mo se abranten be ko La Liga ni mu anase obepie mu e wo Premier League ni mu no ebusua ehon komo abetodwa ye ba ne the latest no ababesom all platform we so Thomas Partey edi nkomo e dia fa return leg ebetimi atodwa e wo Santiago Bernabeu no abranten abo enkomo e dia fa ho na enra ye hu Thomas Partey a wonderful goal a wonya ye edema Arsenal se abranten no ne form no eye super duper super kasa e wo ho no tie ba bedi nkomo na ya the exclusive nyina no ababe som o video we so anything opa so subscribe like na pia share na enkomo no enye kama. Don't forget after the video you want na ya send shout out no e di amamo abusia yenkoi na ye fa latest ni nyina no emfa ema na me shen komo na se dia nam de wuhura mu e abrante ne din e di Thomas Partey yenim se abrante ze ne form no e wo so ye papa and the Champions League abrante e prove in the EPL was a proving home e ma ewiase nyina se abrante no we a super fantastic midfielder na eno game a Arsenal ebo ye edit a Brentford no Abranten among midfield honum okojira mu all right back position eno no na the performance no e was so papa na the only goal Arsenal enya ye no Abranten Thomas Partey ena enya sa fantastic goal no enti beba ne be Abranten performance etimi etodwa e honum but for now no de yenhwe Abranten komo bi a wakwakodie e fa return leg ebetimi atodwa e Santiago Bernabeu wo abra Arsenal ekwakopi mu na motimi akwakoche Real Madrid ase twa mu bie mu na enkomo akoye e honom na according to Thomas Partey na all say we sa return leg e yade a omo experience bebre e yade say we enye first time omo experience a lot they are going to make sure say results no ebetimi favor Arsenal na motimi progress to the next stage of the Champions League na Abrante Thomas Partey ebon komo no say I think we have experienced this many times. We play here and I think it's not going to be something different. We just have to be confident with the ball and try to play our game. We all know what we have to do. We have to go there with the mentality to win. We want to win every game and I think we have to play our game. Be confident with the ball and also try to find our weaknesses and keep attacking them. It's Thomas Partey name some of the two jadon and some emu hwem papa abonten okasa would say experience no account e wo name some okamonti e no eye nsem abonten no e the two jwa wo abra omohwe say Arsenal team no kwakobo e the etia Real Madrid na Real Madrid so e hwe say ombetimi over 10 score line no e wo hodom eti abusia Thomas Partey name some of the two jwa no e no na yebeba e no ne performance against Brentford no yebeba so but for now no yenyisa enkomo we emfamfiri ho na ohwe enra Abrante no say Brentford any Arsenal ehye no na enka Arsenal ewo every chance every opportunity say ka omotimi close in the gap between Arsenal and Liverpool by 8 points now so enema entimi ankoya me no kasa ni de say no Arsenal enya 63 points e ho no ma omoda second position eti eno so eye ne ekoso e ho no nti abusua ni nyina eye Thomas Partey ho nsem na yede ema all platform we so na yento so ne ngramu e wo Abrante ne din e Jonas Ajete Abrante currently obo adwuma edma FC Basel or Swiss League ni mu na Abrante ne form no e wo so ye papa ohwe Blasters camp nyina wotimi ababi e babubo bia kama e honom na reporter ever exclusively reporter ye breaki edi amount say Manchester United Ruben Amorim eni ni team no omo aye crowd say Abrante no ekwan bia so ombetimi atabiri sika bi edi ewramu e FC Basel no makofa Abrante ne din edi Jonas Ajete no bebo adwuma edi am Manchester United because now no Manchester they are willing to shake up things. But don't forget that this same Jonas Ajete no medical no hon sem e dia bro say Rebetis for area mu say Abrante omunya ya amopa assistance ni nyina no Rebetis and Jonas Ajete entourage no ebo enkomo eno anso na Manchester United for so abo area mu a omo has 21-year-old Abrante ni din e Jonas Ajete no omunya ya anka omope na report na eba ye no mo say Manchester United are targeting 21-year-old Ghanaian defender Jonas Ajete from FC Basel. The 21-year-old is a key player for the Swiss side. He shines with his aerial play and potential. Negotiations are underway. And also, according to Corner Magazine, and there's a report where buyer Abratan with Manchester United in omo fano ti eno so latest amede ma e wa fidikase we so now yengramu na yakwohwe Thomas Partey ne performance out then edi for Arsenal wo abra enra omo ne Brentford boy na game no etimi ko ende 1-1 hono na enya asem ketwa na Thomas Partey ebo 69 minutes yes na report na mega da no chese Abrante no epike slight injury bi honom at the appropriate time no me de ho ensembe bro because my bawra mu wo Arsenal akwakodi enkomo ebre sem no me de ho enkomo na ba besom platform we so na opo 69 minutes no o share one goal the only goal no Thomas Partey na share clearances 4 interceptions 1 total tackles 0 dribble past 0 ground duels 1 attempt 4 and emu 2 successful aerial duels 1 attempt 6 emu 3 and successful honum possession lost 5 foul 1 was foul and also it mean 1 touches 39 accurate passes area 22 out of 23 which represent 96%. Key passes 0 crosses 2 and as attempt 2 emu bienu who crosses no successful honum long balls 0 shot on target 1 shot off target 0 shot blocked 0 then dribble attempt attempt 1 also successful then the total rating no against Brentford 7.7 Thomas Partey the form no this time which is Arsenal for no you see Abrante ye papa on almost managing ye honum this season akasa no ye nyina ya witness Abrante no waba be stay injury free and the form no so top notch power ho a eno so ye de enkomo no ma all platform we so na abusuya yenko tie Papa Poku Atta Poku edi nkomo edi afa blasters ho said yes say wo hwe said the World Cup qualifiers institute Ghana ye position on the league log no ya de say ye gina brane na eno na Atta Poku abebo enkomo kakra edi fa yenko na yenko tie Papa Poku ne nsema auditu dwa.
Look at where we were in January 2024 and where we are currently, especially after we sank further bottom by failing to qualify for the AFCON in Morocco. It's only fair that once you can't get any worse than where you are, you begin to make an accent. So it's quite significant that we are leading the World Cup, and the conversation around it here, that Ghana is talking their World Cup group and that Nigeria could miss out, is one that goes back to what happened in 1994. The Super Green Eagles were shining in the United States, and the Black Stars of Ghana had to settle for all that happened to them, especially that Battle of Tlemcen that is being christened in Ghana Sports Chronicles. So it's good that we are leading our group, and I'm happy that the management team of the Black Stars, the Ghana Football Association and the Nigerian Football Association has put together this package for Ghanaians in the UK enclave and also those in Europe to get closer to the Black Stars. No matter what we say, no matter the disappointment, no matter how painful it is for us, not the Black Stars is a team you just can't stop loving and following. In all my travels with them, I've actually come to accept it, that there is no other national team, not even the Dutch national team that I grew up idolizing in the Netherlands, is one that I could attach myself to, like the Black Stars. But for this very game, it's significant, and that you actually made it perfectly with the kind of expectation we are going to have. The Ghanaian community and the Nigerian community in the UK is a very significant one. You put together what we have from Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica, and you have what you would call the creme de la creme of the diaspora in the UK. And I'm so happy. I'm also very happy that Lai Kensen is here, because look, the disappointment of 2008 actually started when we played against Nigeria at Brentford's Griffin Park. And it's also very significant because in 2007, it was Brentford Stadium that we beat Nigeria before coming down to prepare for the AFCON. That was in 2007. And this time around, we are going to the GTEC Stadium to play them. Lai Stephen Appiah managed to play Nigeria in 2006 in Egypt. We lost 1-0 to Taitao's goal, exited the tournament all amidst disappointment. But we played our last World Cup preparatory game at Griffin Park before going to the World Cup in Germany. Beyond that, we also played Nigeria at Griffin Park, and we are going back to Brentford's new GTEC Stadium to play them there. Now, that midfield was peak Ghana at the peak of our powers from 2006 to 2017 when we exited in Egypt and went to the semi-finals so many times throughout. That performance, that midfield performance, Stephen Appiah, Lai Kenton, who on that day was just splendid, Michael Essien, and then Suleiman Muntai, put down an exhibition for the Black Stars against the Super Green Eagles. Lai probably would have been in the team bar, so we wouldn't have seen what exactly happened before the game started. The game delayed for 35 minutes, and Brentford was overwhelmed by the number of Ghanaians. I think about 6,000 people didn't have tickets, but were trying to get their way into the Griffin Park just for this game. So look, it's significant. We are putting together the very best of the diaspora conversation at the GTEC Stadium in West London for the diaspora people. And no matter what anybody says, I've had conversations about which players are going to be available. It's always going to happen right after some leagues are over, especially the Premier League and all. But look, this is very significant. It's a rebuild for Ghana, it's a rebuild for Nigeria, and it's consolidation for those in the UK, especially the diaspora, to be seeing the Trinidad and Tobago team, the Reggae Boys, the Super Green Eagles, and then the Black Stars squared up. It brings so much memories from that splendid game in 2007 at the Griffin Park. The results always paper over a lot of the cracks in the team. Football is a result business. Once you get the results, everybody doesn't care who didn't pass to who on the pitch. But if you don't get the results, that's where we go into the very minor details in the team. And I'm happy it is the Unity Cup. For us, the most significant challenge we've had in recent times has been a unity of purpose. We only become united when it's closer to games, and then we'd have to put everything together and try and get a result. Most often than not, it has not happened. I don't think I have his permission to say this, but once he's here with me, I would want to say this and share it with the public. I was live just before we played against Mozambique. And one of the things he raised in Abidjan to me was, look, yes, there are no minnows in football. But when you have a cohesive unit, when the team is cohesive, you have a chance of playing against even the very best in the world. I didn't understand him until that 2-2 draw. So I think I called Fifi Takian and I told him, look, I think Lai Kenton was trying to say something about football in recent times that we didn't understand. Once you get the results, everybody will see you as a united group. I'm pretty sure our 2006 team that he was part of had issues. The 2020 team had issues. Every single human establishment has issues. But the football we play currently is a results business. The issues about Nigeria and who played in which position and how Osimhen was playing up front with Moses Simon and Lukman is here was all because they didn't get the results. It took just one moment for Zimbabwe to spoil everything. So you look at the training program, training schedule, activities, team meetings, video analysis, all of them have to be put to the test in a period of 90 minutes. At worst, 120 minutes. So we have to cultivate a new mindset about results in football. You can lose football games, but when we look at application and results, and they are all together, you have a problem. You didn't apply yourself well, and as a result, you didn't get the results you were looking for. The game has now become a lot more difficult than it was in the past. If a team that is supposed to be a minnow comes up against our Black Stars and manage to win individual battles on the pitch, that team is more than likely to get the results they want because they would have shown more tenacity, intensity, and aggression, and the application would be there. In commentary position, you hear people saying this team is playing to a rehearsed party. No, the coach on the bench, the video analyst in the stands, and the players on the pitch are all operating at the same level and in tandem to get results. There are two things that we will be faced with going into the next window. Unfortunately for us, we played in March. We are not playing in June. The next window is going to be in September, and you would have to put that one to good use because it is two things. You look at our record before we played the last two international games against Central against Chad and Madagascar. We were that poor. We were one of the worst performing teams on the continent. So we either stand up and say, look, Black Stars got a new lease of life and won 2 games and are building on that to get to the level we believe we can get to. Or everybody will sit back again and say, that is Black Stars. They only pointed our appetite and then they brought us back to ground zero. It was just a mirage. And now they wonder, a flash in the pan, they just won 2 games and they are back to default.
Alright, so Atta Poku in Samano and Awunya Bia Ute Yen Ebusia Ghana. Yes, it's quite significant that we are leading the World Cup qualifiers table. It's Atta Poku and some of the 2 Ghana and on any watch in some bri. It's Ebusia Obaswa. Now watching our comment section. I'm Jonas Ajete to Manchester United. Uhuni say for our comment at all. Thomas Partey say ne Arsenal form a crown on. Wadwenche and say wedding come out at the Real Madrid home and also made the seminal amount. The Wadwenche yo biano. Fato comment section emami. Now yen send a shout out ever this side. Now yen sorry enfri kunyaso. We emomodin enko. And for my Yankasa ya our own and Anizam Rose. A big shout out to Sevanus. Ya chow. Then score not GH. Also ya chow close to. Was it keep feeding us? Yes, me feeding more. Then Matthew Atta. A big shout out to Gordon Fiati. A big shout out to you know so out us Edema. Emmanuel Boateng. A big shout out to Abusia. Yen faka cray NCA. Na yen sorry missing network in the empty and they say they won't have you know. And also and on the meeting at the copy. And I'll be to my friend copy finest. It's Abishia.